We all know the truth. They are here. UFOs and UAPs are real. Why do ancient eyes and modern eyes keep witnessing the same presence in the sky? Welcome to Awaken Light Energy by T. Santoro. How can one story stretch from cave walls to jet pilots and still whisper the same truth? Let us take a slow walk through human history, not as historians, but as travelers of the soul. Because the oldest story we have is not written in any scripture. It is written in the sky. Before language, before nations, before the idea of religion ever existed, there were early humans standing at the mouth of their caves. They looked up. They saw circles of light moving in ways no animal or cloud could ever move. The Val Camonica carvings in Italy show this moment in stone. You see human shapes carved beneath a round, glowing form. You see attention drawn upward. You see a memory that survived thousands of years. Someone wanted the future to know. Civilizations formed. Empires rose. Spiritual teachings grew. Yet the sky kept sending the same message. In ancient Egypt, inside the Temple of Seti, a stone panel shows shapes that look like flying craft. This was carved with purpose. Egypt did nothing by accident. When a symbol is placed in a sacred temple, it means someone witnessed something that defied their understanding. Yet they honored it enough to preserve it. They left a clue for the generations that would follow. Across the lands of India, the Vedic texts unfold like a cosmic river. They describe the Vimanas, flying vehicles that moved with sound and light. These writings are old, older than most recorded traditions, and they speak with confidence of travelers in the sky. When a civilization describes flight long before flight exists, it is because they saw something their language struggled to contain. Centuries passed. The world changed. Stone became parchment. Parchment became paint. The sky kept whispering the same truth, and people kept trying to capture it. In the 15th century, the painting The Madonna with Saint Giovanni Neo shows Mary in the foreground and a bright circular object behind her. A man in the background shields his eyes and looks upward as if reacting to something real. Artists of that time were precise. They did not add random shapes without meaning. That object was meant to be noticed. Another artwork, The Triumph of Summer, shows a round craft floating in the sky with beams of light reaching outward. Woven by skilled hands, the tapestry captures a moment that scholars still cannot explain. Humanity moved toward the industrial world. Steam, steel, electricity. Yet the old witnesses never left. In 1897, the town of Aurora, Texas, reported a metallic craft drifting over the land. It fell near a windmill. Early newspapers wrote about a non-human figure found inside. Some dismissed it. Others believed it. But the report stands as one of the earliest printed American accounts of a craft not made by human hands. Then came the 20th century. The world embraced technology. Wars reshaped nations. Yet the sky continued its silent conversation. In 1942, during the Battle of Los Angeles, a glowing craft hovered over the city. Searchlights locked onto it. Anti-aircraft guns opened fire. Thousands watched as the object remained untouched. Photographs still exist of that moment. A bright shape surrounded by beams. A floating object that the military could not explain. In 1967, at Falcon Lake in Canada, a man approached a metallic craft on the ground. When it lifted away, a perfect grid pattern burned into his chest. The burns were real. Doctors confirmed them. It is one of the strongest physical evidence cases in modern UFO history. In 1994, at the Aerial School in Zimbabwe, more than 60 children saw a craft land near their playground. They saw beings step out. They described their faces and eyes. They spoke of messages about the Earth. Their stories remained consistent through the years. Their innocence made the truth undeniable. Children do not carry the weight of lies. They speak what they see. Then came our time. The age of video. The age of global connection. The age where governments could no longer hide behind silence. In 2017, the United States released Navy footage of objects that moved without wings, without engines, Without any technology we possess, pilots described impossible speed and direction changes. Officials confirmed the videos were real. For the first time, the people were told what they always knew. The sky has been honest. We just refused to listen. More pilots came forward. More radar operators spoke up. More officials retired and suddenly found the courage to say what they had held inside for decades. Every year after the Navy footage was released, the conversation changed. What was once mocked became normal. What was once dismissed became impossible to ignore. In 2020 and 2021, new military videos surfaced. Objects were tracked by radar moving in ways no known aircraft could move. Intelligence reports acknowledged what they called unidentified aerial phenomena. This was the first time in history that governments used open language that pointed toward visitors beyond our understanding. By 2022 and 2023, former intelligence officers began testifying to Congress. They spoke of programs hidden behind classified walls. They described technology recovered from crashes. They hinted at non-human intelligence. These were not fringe voices. These were decorated officials with careers built on national security. Their words carried weight. In 2024, several whistleblowers described retrieval teams. They spoke of materials not found on Earth and craft that could not have been built by any human hands. Their statements created a wave of public pressure. People wanted answers. People were ready. More governments around the world released their own reports. Civilian and military pilots described encounters with objects that showed intelligence, intent, and awareness. These sightings came from the United States, Canada, Mexico, Brazil, France, and Japan. Different countries, different languages, same pattern. A documentary appeared. Quiet at first, then impossible to ignore. The Age of Disclosure. Released on Amazon Prime in November 2025. A film that pulls back the curtain on what many have suspected for decades. It features former and current members of government, military, and intelligence communities. Men and women who worked inside programs that never appeared on public budget. Some served in classified roles for 30 years or more. They speak with calm voices. They speak with certainty. They describe an 80-year-old cover-up. They describe recovered craft. They describe non-human intelligence. They describe attempts to reverse engineering technology far beyond anything humans have created. The documentary does not shout. It does not sensationalize. It simply allows these individuals to speak openly, some for the first time in their lives. Their testimonies form a pattern that mirrors the carvings on cave walls and the paintings in ancient temples. The same story. The same visitors. The same presence that has watched humanity from its earliest steps. The Age of Disclosure is not entertainment. It feels like a signal. It feels like the next chapter in a long, unfolding truth. It tells the world that the silence is ending, and the veil that protected the old stories of the past cannot hold forever. What once sat at the edges of belief is now moving into the center of human awareness. The sky has always been honest. Humanity is finally learning how to listen. Why does every era, every culture, every part of the world speak the same story? Because the story is older than religion, older than government, older than human memory. It is a story of watchers, a story of guides, a story of a consciousness far older than us, a presence that appears when humanity is ready to grow. You can feel it when you look at these patterns. Every sighting, every moment of wonder. It all points toward the same truth. We are not alone. We have never been alone. And the sky has been telling us since the beginning. The question has never been whether they are real. The question has always been whether humanity is ready to see. Since you are still here, this message has likely resonated with you. Please like this video so others may discover it and grow from it. Thank you. Peace. See you in the stillness. If this story spoke to you, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and remember to click the bell so you always hear a new story. And if you know someone who could use this message, share it with them. Because sometimes A simple story is all it takes to spark something real.